right, guys. Well, this is the most played week of Trials ever in the history of Destiny 2. I'm not sure about Destiny 1, but in terms of Destiny 2 Trials of Osiris, this is the most played week. So Trials Report put this tweet out where it was saying that this week was number 3, top 3 ever. And you can see number 1 there did have about 359,000. But today, Monday night, so you still have all night and the first half of Tuesday as well. If you go to how many players there are, 385,000, which is significantly more, about 20,000 more, which is not an inconsequential amount of players. And so we have the most well-received week of Trials ever. And I think there's a couple very important things that Bungie needs to look at here and implement going forward. So first off, it's a great map, Endless Veil. No one likes Convergence. No one likes Exodus Blue. I mean, I'm sure a couple of you guys do, but those tend to be the most hated maps. Things like Endless Veil, things like Javelin 4. These sorts of maps are incredibly popular, and I feel like new maps need to be kind of designed based off of that sort of play style, especially when you do things like Trials. Now, the most important thing is obviously the 3-win reward being the hand cannon, which is really cool. And I'm sure having a flawless sword also really helps, or a flawless adept weapon instead of an armor piece. But the big thing is going to be this huge incentive for players to jump into Trials. And even if they lose, they get a chance to get a really good roll of pretty much the best hand cannon in the game. Igneous Hammer rolls over Bottom Dollar, it rolls over Palindrome, it rolls over everything. It's pretty crazy, especially if you get something like Rampage on it. Its base stats are nuts, and it's really good. And so this is where we can arrive at some conclusions. So I think it's pretty obvious at this point that players want good weapons more than good armor. Good armor is awesome, but weapons are something that every single person in the entire game can get excited about. And I would bet, my kidney, that next time we have Igneous Hammer or the Messenger as a 3-win reward, we have another incredibly popular week. These things are the main drivers to get less competitive players into more competitive game modes, especially the fact that they can get it without winning. Now, there are a couple things to address. People just jumping off cliffs. Is that good for the game mode? Maybe, maybe not. I think these are conversations for a different time. But what I do want to offer is kind of a suggestion to Bungie. And, I'm just a nerd neck. I'm sure they've got their own really great ideas. But I think this is something that they should learn from. 3-win weapons are incredibly popular. And so I don't think weapons can be this once a year we add 3 new weapons type of thing. This season we got Igneous Hammer, we got the Messenger, and we got Soul's Scar. That was 3. And I don't think those 3 weapons, while they are incredibly popular right now, I don't think they're going to be enough to satiate the community. And so what I would suggest in a perfect world is we get yearly armor updates, but every season or 2, we get 2 or 3 new Trials weapons to really reinvigorate the game mode. And you might be saying, Scarrow, that's a lot to ask. You know what? It probably is. But where we have a lot of weapons that aren't currently in the game and have all been sunset? Trials of the 9. Right here, you have 15 weapons. A lot of them are kind of similar, though. Like if you take like Judgment and a Cold Sweat, one of those is kinetic, one of those is energy, but they're not too different. You have things like Adjudicator and Motion to Suppress, kind of the same thing, but reskin, a little bit different stats, different perk pools, that sort of thing. So you probably have a good 7 or 8 solid, really unique weapons here. You just do a casual reskin, or just leave them like they are. Just say like, hey, this year we're doing Trials of the 9 themed weapons just because, or whatever. But or you could just do like a really simple Trials of Osiris reskin on them, whatever works. Give them pretty good perks that already exist. No need to make unique perks or anything, but give maybe Darkest Day or Darkest Before, which I think was highly underrated when it was here. Give it Desperado or something. We already have pulse rifles with these things in the game, so there's no reason not to kind of add a little bit more. And we have got really good scout rifles, we have really good shotguns. We don't have a kinetic shotgun right now that has quick draw, so maybe be like, oh, sudden death's coming back and it's got quick draw on it or whatever. So these are just little ideas. Also, if they run out of those, we have a couple fan favorites from Destiny 1. Exile Student, the hand cannon. the Burning Eye Scout Rifle, and my personal favorite, the Blind Perdition Scout Rifle. Excuse me, no, that was wrong. Pulse Rifle. These things were hot. You wouldn't really have to do much work, although, once again, not a game developer, but I would imagine it would be minimal effort to bring these things back since a lot of these models are already in the game. I guess probably the Burning Eye isn't, but I think the Exiles Student and the Blind Perdition have kind of lookalikes in Destiny. And if not, they can just do what they do with the Messenger and just kind of give it a different model. But the point is we have a lot of weapons just kind of sitting here on the cutting room floor that either currently exist in Destiny 2's database that can maybe get a little brush up, a little reskin, a couple perks thrown in there, and what that would do would be incredible for the life of Trials of Osiris. I'm not saying 15 weapons every season, but if we get 2 weapons every season or every other season, you give them decent perk pools and you make sure that they are the three win reward a couple times that season, you are going to hopefully see these drastic increases of players playing, which is absolutely incredible. That is what we want to see. So I just wanted to offer my thoughts here. Armor's cool, but players obviously care way more about easily accessible, very good weapons. And when more people are playing Trials, it's better for everyone. I've done 10 flawless cards this week, and I played a single cheater, 1. Usually it's 1 per card at a minimum. This week has been amazing. There's been players of all across different skills playing, and it's been a lot of fun. And I've heard a lot of good things from my friends who don't play as much Trials. And they're just having fun and getting rewards and going for it. So Trials still needs a restructure for sure. There still needs to be other things, but for right now, a 3-win reward incentive on a weekly or tri-weekly basis can do a lot for the game mode, and they have a lot of weapons just kind of sitting around in limbo that maybe they can bring back over a couple of seasons or a couple of years. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. Let me know what you guys think about all of these things down in the comment section below. Did you enjoy this weekend of Trials? I had a lot of fun just trying to grind out a God Roll sword, and I can't wait for the Adept Messenger to come back, because that was cut off way too soon. So we'll see. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like rating and to share it with your friends. If you were interested in watching either of the 2 videos on screen, you can click their respective annotations to be taken to them. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure the giant version of my logo on screen be subscribed for more awesome Destiny 2 videos and live streams. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video.